There were 1,290 locally acquired cases of COVID reported in New South Wales in the 24 hours to 8 p.m. last night, and there were 3 overseas acquired cases. It's pleasing to see those testing numbers maintained at that high level. There were 157,221 tests, so thank you to everyone for coming forward. There are currently 840 COVID cases admitted to hospital and 137 people are in intensive care, 48 who require ventilation. As the Premier has said, sadly, New South Wales Health has been notified of the deaths of 4 people who had COVID. A gentleman in his 50s from Dubbo died at Dubbo Hospital, and he had significant underlying health conditions. A man in his 70s from Western Sydney died at Westmead Hospital. Again, he also had underlying health conditions. A gentleman in his 70s from Sydney's Inner West died at Concord Hospital, and he'd acquired his infection at the Meredith House aged care facility and is the first death linked to this outbreak. And there was a woman in her 60s from Western Sydney who died at Westmead Hospital, and she acquired her infection at Cumberland Hospital. Can I just extend my personal sympathies to the families? Every time we read out these names, there is a family that is grieving. In terms of the suburbs of concern, it's Guildford, Marylands, Auburn, Greenacre, Yagoona, Punchbowl, Blacktown and surrounding suburbs. We are still seeing such a high case rate from those suburbs. So I can't urge you enough to please come forward for testing, but importantly be very careful in the way you move about in your community and follow those public health measures. We're also seeing some spillover into adjacent local government areas, and that's usually from workers going into those local government areas of concern and bringing it back and infecting the families. So a particular call out to Ryde and Meadowbank and some of the inner west suburbs such as Marrickville, where we are seeing the introduction into factories and other workplace settings. So please, it is important that all workplaces consider their COVID safe plans. Make sure you're not having those shared tea rooms. Make sure you've got diligent mask wearing at all times. Make sure you've got the 1 per 4 square metre density compliance. Please make sure that you do everything you can and make sure that workers do not attend when they have symptoms. In terms of the sewage surveillance, we've had positive detections in Trangie, in Western New South Wales and Byron Bay, and both of these sewage treatment plants have not got any known cases. So again, we're very concerned, and please come forward for testing. Can I just echo the Premier's comments about vaccination? The vaccines work. They are highly effective. They help individuals. They help you from passing it on to the other people that you love. Can I urge everyone to get vaccinated as quickly as possible? Access across the state is increasing. Please get vaccinated as soon as possible.